Did you know that faith comes by hearing, and hearing by the Word of Yah? My goal is to bless you with the Word. Listen to it while you're driving. Listen to it while you're walking along the way. Listen to it when you lay down at night. Listen to the Word.
Judges chapter 11, verse 1 through verse 33. Now Yiftach, a brave soldier from Gilead, was the son of a prostitute. His father, Gilead, had other sons by his wife, and when his wife's sons grew up, they drove Yiftach away and told him, "You will not inherit from our father, because you are another woman's son." Then Yiftach fled from his brothers and lived in the territory of Tob, where he enlisted a gang of rowdies who would go out raiding with him. After a while, the people of Ammon made war against Israel. When the army of Ammon attacked Israel, the leaders of Gilead went to fetch Yiftach from the territory of Tob and said to him, "Come and be our chief so that we can fight the army of Ammon." Yiftach answered the leaders of Gilead, "Didn't you hate me so much that you forced me out of my father's house? Why are you coming to me now when you're in trouble?" The leaders of Gilead replied, Here is why we've come back to you now. If you lead us in war with the people of Ammon, you will be head over everyone living in Gilead." Yiftach answered them, "If you bring me back home to fight the army of Ammon, and Yahweh defeats them for me, I will be your head." The leaders of Gilead said to Yiftach, "Yahweh is witness that we promise to do what you have said." Then Yiftach went with the leaders of Gilead, and the people made him head and chief over them. Yiftach repeated all these conditions at Mitzvah in the presence of Yahweh. Yiftach sent messengers to the king of the people of Ammon to say, "What's your problem with us? Why are you invading our territory?" The king of Ammon answered the messenger of Yiftach, "Because Israel took away my territory when they came up from Egypt. They took everything from Arnon to the Yabok and the Yarden. Now restore it peacefully." Yiftach sent messengers again to the king of the people of Ammon with this response. Here is what Yiftach has to say. "Israel captured neither the territory of Moab nor the territory of the people of Ammon. But when Israel came up from Egypt, walked through the desert to the Red Sea and arrived at Kadesh, then Israel sent messengers to the king of Edom to say, 'Please, let us pass through your land.' But the king of Edom wouldn't let them. He sent a similar message to the king of Moab, but neither would he. So Israel stayed at Kadesh. Then they walked through the desert around the territory of Edom and the territory of Moab, past the east border of the territory of Moab, and pitched camp on the other side of the Arnon. But they did not cross the border into Moab, for the Arnon was the border of Moab. Israel sent messengers to Sihon, king of the Amorite and king of Heshbon, with this message, 'Please, let us pass through your land to our own place.' But Sihon did not trust that Israel would only pass through his land, so he gathered all his people together, pitched camp in Yahatz, and fought against Israel. Yahweh, the power of Israel, handed Sihon and all his people over to Israel, and they killed them. Thus, Israel possessed all the territory of the Amorite who lived there. They took possession of all the territory of the Amorite, from the Arnon to the Yabok, and from the desert to the Yarden. So now that Yahweh, the power of Israel, has expelled the Amorite before his people Israel, do you think that you will expel us? You should just keep the territory your power Kamash has given you, while we, for our part, will hold on to whatever Yahweh our power has given us of the lands that belong to others before us. Really, are you better than Balak, the son of Zippor, king of Moab? Did he ever pick a quarrel with Israel or fight with us? Israel lived in Heshbon and its villages, in Aroer and its villages, and in all the cities on the banks of the Arnon for 300 years. Why didn't you take them back during that time? No, I've done you no wrong, but you are doing me wrong to war against me. May Yahweh the judge be judged today between the people of Israel and the people of Ammon." But the king of the people of Ammon paid no attention to the message Yiftach sent him. Then the spirit of Yahweh came upon Yiftach, and he passed through Gilead and Manasseh, on through Mitzpeh of Gilead, and from there over to the people of Ammon. Yiftach made a vow to Yahweh, "If you will hand the people of Ammon over to me, then whatever comes out of the doors of my house to meet me when I return in peace from the people of Ammon will belong to Yahweh. I will sacrifice it as a burnt offering." So Yiftach crossed over to fight the people of Ammon, and Yahweh handed them over to him. He killed them from Oreh until you reach Minit, 20 cities, all the way to Avel Kramim. It was a massacre. So the people of Ammon were defeated before the people of Israel.